All right. This is huge breaking news that I'm just doing this right now because something crazy just happened. And let me go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. All right, find my. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay. All right. So, if you're all aware of the situation that's unfolded, TikTok is now in potentially danger and risk of basically what you call this. Well, it's hard words to explain this clearly, but you could say it's in danger of being banned in the U.S. Now, I know what all thinking. This is bizarre. What's going on? Or what's the situation? Well, apparently Congress are already passing a bill that's going to send TikTok to potentially be completely removed from Google Play and any Apple stores within the U.S. So, and more can come along the way of how it could turn to nationwide if it happens in that way. So, as of right now, things are really starting to be in a complete shocking, because I'm shocked as anyone else will be knowing that this is going on. So as I was reviewing my thing, and let me go ahead and put this up. I think I have it in one of these files. There it is, window capture. I already have a bunch of articles already stating the ban that's already formally preparing to start. So let me go ahead and read to you one of the articles. The new basically the Senate. I hate when this thing happens. The Senate of TikTok bill that will be arrived on Tuesday, and then it's stating right here the response threats to possess TikTok and companies like which basically they're saying on Tuesday that they're preparing to make some sort of bill that I know that's gonna send to Biden for signature for a complete ban, which I know a lot of users are that use this will be in like, what's happening? They already had a press conference that will be held on 3 p.m. But rather than that, more is to come of what else is going to be happening here. I'm reading the article as we speak that potential to target the bill, of course, is not keeping it safe for Americans. That of course it's about the data that's going on with this. And worries that TikTok could be potentially could be a situation that they're like, as you're reading this, they're saying that it's something that it's become an issue, like really badly issue. Now I don't know how bad it is, but it's becoming a really dangerous issue over the situation over there in China. So as of right now, they're already preparing for right now, because there's a lot of unclear stuff, but there's a lot of talks going around and Senate getting involved. Potentially, it's gonna get that bad. And there's this one too. Push to give Biden new powers to ban TikTok moves ahead in Congress. And it started in that. And this one's just been published March 6th. What the heck? March 6th of today, basically. And two Senates said on Monday that their efforts are threatened. Were advancing on Tuesday, and their aim to gain President Joe Biden's admission new powers to ban Chinese-owned video app TikTok and other apps that could possibly possess security risks. White House Congresswoman told returners in the administration is working with the Congress, but declined to say what is unsure. The Senate called the hard to read that part, but potentially it's already happening. And those of you who are basically using TikTok might want to suggest to start getting your account ready to send files, whatever it is, to get them all right now into save videos, because this is happening, and this is real. This is not fake. We're not joking around. We're not messing around. This is a potential endangerment that's going on, a potential risks. Now it's increasing fires over fears that user could end up in the hands of Chinese government, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. And before March 23rd, which this is real. This is not a joke. And I'm seeing through this that more than 100 million Americans are using the app, and now that TikTok is going to be banned, this could potentially be the break point where they're going to start getting this app removed completely, and anyone who has already installed might not end up working anymore. So at this point, yeah, I would, if you have TikTok, I would simply save whatever video and switch it over to Instagram or any other social media to media platform, even YouTube Shorts if you have to, because this is a potential danger now that this is happening. I'm looking at the situation here, and it's really like unfolded to know what actually is going down. They're also getting briefs that the White House declined to say would ensure the Senate bill, but you know, the Republicans are really like after this, like they really do not like this at all, and the Democrats, they're not so sure what they're saying, but they're I have a feeling that both parties will agree on this. That's why, because Democrats do not want this to be slide either. Now I'm not so sure, but they're agreeing on not wanting to anything to do with TikTok. That's what I know for sure. And supposedly, like, all the history that's happened with this, it's really like it's gonna take a toll on the US so far. The culture of millions or billions people worldwide, we're looking at a potential like spike of how many users are going to be increasingly out of the app because of the situation over there. So far, that's what this one says. And see this one. This is another one. Senate to launch a bill will help ban or prohibit foreign technology like TikTok. And now this one's different. So intelligence said this Sunday introducing a bill, which is of course that will outline an approach to ban or prohibit foreign technology like a popular sharing app TikTok. TikTok is a short form platform. These use more than 100 million Americans. Data privacy concerns have been, of course, around the app because of the parent company, the dance thing, which is based on China and private held. Warner said it's working on a bill in the Senate, of course, adding concerns over type of that Americans are seeking on TikTok. They're talking data from Americans, which they said they're taking it, and not keeping it safe. But what worries more, TikTok, it can be a propaganda tool, and that's going to continue to say in each one of these articles. Lawmakers are before any real ban could be implemented, assuming that this bill through the Republican-controlled House, the Democratic majority would have to pass some sort of version of it, which could be a challenge based on opposition of how many that already had been voiced by some Democrats. If did pass the Senate, Biden would still need to decide whether to veto it or sign it. So that's one thing that's happening. And TikTok is no stranger to the challengers from the U.S. officials, and from the former President Donald Trump declaring to attempt to ban the app by evidence action in 2020, of course. And Congress banned TikTok from government devices already, that's been happening. And then, of course, the spending the bill in December, which they've been preparing it over time. Governors have removed the app from state computer networks because they don't want any of the app in there, including the public universities. So basically, they've been doing this already on any government to universities within the government side, and the potential like universities that hold like confidential education or education that are more like within the US. So they've already been doing that as we speak. But to have it now on just every device, including if you're not a government thing, it's gonna really take a toll on a lot of users right now. What's up with this music? Let me see. I like to just change it around. I asked for the music to be like low, and it's still the same. But apparently the whole situation is this: anyone who has a TikTok needs to prepare to save their videos and completely start preparing to deactivate, because there's a potential chance once Biden signs it, because he has a choice right now, he can veto it or sign it. But depending on the concerns, the relationship between the US and China is not looking good, and Biden taking a part of not liking the Chinese side, there's a positive higher percent chance that Biden will sign it. And as looking forward as of each article, it's not looking so good right now. Even declaring right here that there are concerns, the governments are concerns, and they're asking Congress to push it, which the Biden administration is considering it as well, to pushing it the bill to block and ban. So times are tough right now, and if once that happens, it starts to become a really like a major worldwide situation to first the US, I know for sure, but if it becomes worldwide, then there's a whole chance that it'll be the downfall of this app and completely being erased from a lot of users right now. The press is already starting to have questions about the situation, but we already know that things are gonna be not looking a bright future right now for this app. What I do know is this: the situation that's unfolding right now is big, and we all have to come prepared, because we don't know what's gonna start happening within the next couple of days. Because they're already this Tuesday, they're already gonna start talking about some meeting with how this is gonna proceed, because the Republicans for sure want this to be banned. They don't like the app at all. Democrats are still undecided, and then the administration of Biden is already going to with the Republican side considering of the ban. So if it convinces Biden, game over already. I seen a lot of things that TikTok showed on Instagram, and I was surprised of how much people dedicated to showing a lot of cool stuff and content on there. Now, I really haven't been, on TikTok lately because I don't really have one. But I do know that I've seen what it offers and stuff, and it's a lot of content that these users dedicated over time. And now for this to happen, it's really gonna put a shock towards a lot of users. Some even crying, upset, sad, and upset, or what you call it, filled with probably in sadness motion right now, because they're knowing that this is something that's gonna affect them. Now, I'm not the one that really deciding the situation. I'm just giving the news and all that. But what I do know is if this thing goes through, this is gonna be the end game basically for anyone who uses this app. And if you want any updates or trying to figure out how it's going to work once that happens, it won't potentially work anymore, and for new users you won't be able to download it. So that's what's going to end up happening. As it turns out for the situation, I'm just in pure I know there's a lot of users already preparing to do anything they can to have backups already, and I suggest if you do have TikToks, get a backup right now, because any moment at this point there's going to be more about this and read article, but this is my breaking news, the situation of the whole TikTok banning and bill thing that's starting to happen. And we know for sure that times are going to be really hard, and there's going to be only chances where things are going to be different. Looks like my thing is done. I was cooking something and it got finished. So that's all I wanted to say for this live stream thing. There's still a lot of discussions happening, a lot of talk on conversating over this topic issue at hand. But you're welcome to go into the window and put TikTok ban to just TikTok news, and you could just find it right here on many articles that have the situation unfolded, and they're knowing that this is gonna start hitting a lot of users immediately once it gets approved. All I know is that the situation, they're saying that right now it will be good business. At the same time, they just don't want it to be in US anymore, and at the same time it's going to be to the point where it's going to be its downfall for the app itself, for anyone who's seeing a potential of trying to see a success within it. Even music people, the ones that do music, they'll have to find somewhere else now to advertise their music, because TikTok is not going to be a place anymore for that. That's all I know, and that's all I wanted to say for this live talking discussion thing. Again, if you have any questions or you can leave them down in the comments when this live stream is over. I'll be happy to comment anything that related to the topic. And that's about much. If you still want to stick around on Twitch, I might do later on a stream where I'll probably be doing something else on there, and having a little talk about the stream that I've been recently you're hearing right now on it. And anything else, I'll just be saying random stuff to updates on there. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you again so much for listening to this. This is Jimmy Pablo signing off, and I'll see you on another live stream from your Zero Pal, Jimmy Pablo. Thank you again so much. Bye bye.